Hello, this is James coming at you with another great video. Hey, listen, I just want to say welcome for those of you that have joined this channel. It is a new channel. Here we will be looking at different strategies and techniques to make money online. But I would like to start this broadcast by saying, hey, you have something special in you. That specialness that you have is called greatness. You know, we were all designed to do great things. And so here today, this is something that we're going to talk about, is doing great things with online marketing. First of all, you may ask, well, who is James Stevens? Well, I am originally from Houston, born and raised there. Spent just about all of my life in Houston, Texas. There I taught high school. I taught middle school and high school. I did that for 20 years. I taught everything in social studies within that 20-year period. I started out at middle school, then I went to high school, and then I returned to middle school. I attended Prairie View A&M, which is a historically black college just outside of Houston. Black colleges today are extremely popular. Since our current vice president graduated from Howard many years ago. As a matter of fact, she happens to be an Alpha Kappa Alpha, and I am A Phi A, or Alpha Phi Alpha, and we are brother and sisters. She belongs to the female version, which is called a sorority. And then I belong to the male version, which is called a fraternity, which its name is Alpha Phi Alpha. And alpha men are people who are starters. You know, they're often called the smart boys in college, and I did that. Also, when I was in college, I didn't become an alpha when I was in college. I became an alpha later. But while I was in college, I was involved in Persian Rifles, which happens to be a military organization. I attended college on an ROTC scholarship. I had planned to enter the Army and make that a career. And then when I had finished with my military service, I was going to become a teacher. And actually, I wanted to teach ROTC. But it didn't happen that way. I had to fall back on my plan B, and that plan B was to become a teacher. My plan B became my plan A, and so here I am. I was 22 years old, teaching sixth graders, and I really enjoyed that. It was a good place in my life. I was able to give to society and help shape some minds. As a matter of fact, the first group of students that I taught back in the late 80s, 85, 86, 1985, 1986, they are all grown. As a matter of fact, one of the young students that I taught back then is very prominent in Houston. I happen to teach him and several members of his family, and they're doing extremely well in Houston. So that's great. Now, I would like to end this broadcast like a gentleman does in Houston. He always ends his broadcast with a blessing. Now, this is part one. Part two will be shortly, but this is part one. So let's go ahead and end with the blessing. The gentleman in Houston, he always ends his broadcast with the blessing. And I said, well, if it works for him, and he's being seen not just nationally, but internationally, I should try some of those same concepts and watch. If I do the same thing that he does, then I will begin to experience the same results. So here we go. Until we meet again, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord smile upon you. May the Lord be gracious to you. And may He give you His peace. Talk to you later. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Well, hello everyone. This is James again, here with how to become an affiliate marketer, how to market online. Now, I would like to start this broadcast with something that I often hear Les Brown say. And if you listen to Les Brown, you will notice that he starts all of his broadcasts off with, you have something special in you. And that specialness is greatness. So he always, encourages the people to let them know that there is something great about them, and that greatness is something that they really need to capitalize on. We really do need to have a good, positive self-image of ourselves. Without that self-image, without a good, positive self-image, it is really difficult to accomplish much in life. If you happen to think that everything that you do is negative and that everything that you touch falls apart and nothing works, then you're really not going to accomplish much in life. So I just want to plant these seeds of greatness in you. And, you just have to know that there is something great about you, and that greatness will come forth. And so this is part 2 of Who is James Stevens. I became an internet marketer many years ago, probably about 15, maybe 20 years ago. And I started with, I was a real estate investor, and I would invest in real estate. Actually, I did some wholesaling. A wholesaler of real estate is someone who finds a property. They really don't buy it, they get it under contract. That is, they have the ability to sell it to someone. When I first heard the concept, I was like, how can you sell something that you don't own? But it was explained to me, and you become like the middle person. You get the property under contract, and then you sell it to someone, or you sell your interest in the contract, and then they purchase the property. Sometimes you will get it, say you buy it at, say you get the property at $25,000, then you turn around and you attempt to wholesale it for $35,000, and if you notice, there's a $10,000 difference, and so that difference is what you get as a fee for being a wholesaler. And so that's how I got started with this online marketing. I got a website, and I began to advertise that I was a real estate investor, and that I wanted to buy property in the Houston area, and all of this was done online. And then I started to look at Craigslist and other type 1 ads for properties that was for sale. And so that's how I got started with online marketing, was with real estate. I would like to end this broadcast with, just like the gentleman does in Houston. He ends his broadcast with this, and I decided that, hey, if it works for him, it's going to work for me. And so here we go. Until we meet again, may the Lord smile upon you. May the Lord be gracious to you. May the Lord be kind to you. And may He show you His favor and give you His peace. Good day. We'll talk to you later. Well, hello everyone. This is James coming at you with part 3 of Who is James Stevens, and just what exactly I bring to the table and what value I'm going to give my audience here on my new channel. And again, this is James Stevens, and I like to start just with this. You have something special in you, and that specialness is greatness, okay? You are destined to do great things. If you believe that you can, you will. If you believe that you can't, you will not. In order to do great things, in order to be successful, you must first believe that you can. You have to have those thoughts of being successful, not a failure. If you have those thoughts of failure, then that's what you're going to experience is failure. So, today, I have done many things as it comes to marketing online, being an affiliate marketer. Now, an affiliate marketer is one who you don't necessarily own a product, but you are able to market the product, and then there's a revenue share. Okay, typically it's 50%. Let's say you decide to market a product online, that's $20. And then the revenue share would be you would split it 50-50. Some are 50%, some are 40%. You're just doing a revenue share, or what was known back in the day as the middleman or the middle person. You don't really produce anything. You just have it out there for sale. So this, the old school concept, that person, it would be called a middle person or a middleman. You don't make the product. You just provide the product to the public. And then the public make their sale with you. And then you turn around and do a revenue share with the person that has created the product. Today, it's the same concept. The only difference is the money is given to the person that has actually made the product. And then that person does a revenue share to you, gives you a commission. And that's how that works. I got involved with affiliate marketing way back when I relocated to Corpus Cove. I had some situations that I experienced in Houston, and I had to relocate to be with my family. The life as I understood it back then turned, and it became very different. And so I found, within that year, I said I'll never forget that year, but I actually I forgot the number of the year, but I didn't forget the series of events. But within that year, my whole world had changed from what I knew it. And then as things began to change, my mother passed. And so I found myself with dealing with that. And then I wasn't able to work any longer due to some health issues that I was experiencing. And then I happened to go through a divorce, kind of like all within that same time period. When you're not able to work, you can't pay your rent. You don't have the money to pay your rent. And so if you don't have the money to pay your rent, you're going to be evicted. And so that is what I experienced. I was evicted. I received my eviction notice. I wasn't actually put out, but I did receive a notice. And then my vehicle was repossessed, and I was living off of my savings. And so I took that money and I went and purchased an old model car. It was a Honda Accord. It was a manual transmission. I was 10 years old, and I think I got it for $3,000. And so I just did that, and that's what I could do at the time. And then my sister came and picked me up in Houston and helped me to relocate to Corpus Cove. And there I lived in my other sister's house. She was in Korea working as a civilian. And so I was extremely thankful, I was at a place where I didn't have any money. I didn't, actually when my mother passed, I didn't have any money to get to my mom's funeral. I had to borrow the money from several friends in Houston so that I could make it to my mom's funeral. As a matter of fact, I had to get someone to drive for me to attend my mother's funeral. I happened to have taught her son back when he was in the 6th grade. And I was so thankful. All those years that I had been good to her and her son, she saw that I had a need and said, "Hey, James, I'll take you down to attend your mother's funeral." And I was extremely thankful and grateful for that. When you're good to people, God will always show his kindness back to you. And that has been how I've lived my life is, treat others the way you wish to be treated, that golden rule. And I've discovered that throughout the years, God's word is true. And when you do good, when you plant good things, it'll come back to you. It doesn't matter what you plant, be it good things or bad things. Those things will come back to you, and when it returns, it will be multiplied. So I would just like to end with this blessing. I want to speak this blessing over everyone. But before I do that, I would like to say, please subscribe to the channel, and then so that it can grow, and so that we can build a great empire of being an affiliate marketer, and so that we can leave an inheritance for our children's children's children. This is what this is about. It's leaving an inheritance and doing great things. So here we go. Until we meet again, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord smile upon you. May the Lord be gracious to you and kind to you. Good day.